Karoline Leavitt had a choice to make: face the fire or flee. And when the moment came, when Democratic firebrand Jasmine Crockett turned the heat up over Donald Trump's latest scandal, Leavitt didn't just sidestep the press, she bolted. It happened. In a flash, but it was enough to send social media into a frenzy, enough to raise questions not just about Leavitt's loyalty to Trump, but about her ability to withstand pressure when it matters most. The spectacle wasn't just about two political opposites clashing. It was about the future of a fractured GOP, the shadow of Trump's legal chaos, and whether rising stars like Leavitt can survive in a political landscape still defined by him. Leavitt, the former Trump White House aide and current GOP spokesperson, had been scheduled to speak to reporters after a House committee hearing. Expectations were high. After all, this was her chance to defend the party line, take on critics, and double down on the MAGA message. But the mood shifted when Representative Jasmine Crockett, never one to back down, seized the moment to call her out. Crockett didn't mince words. She tore into Trump's ongoing legal troubles, his felony convictions, his alleged misuse of campaign funds, and the growing list of indictments that make Watergate look like child's play by comparison. But she didn't stop there. She zeroed in on Leavitt, challenging her to speak plainly about whether the GOP truly believed Trump was above the law. "You're out here defending a man who's been convicted in a court of law," Crockett said. "Why not say it plainly? Do you believe in the rule of law or not?" The room tensed. Cameras turned. Reporters leaned in. Leavitt shifted her stance, eyes darting. And then nothing. No defense. No fiery rebuttal. Just a quick nod to her staff, a polite excuse, and a hasty retreat down the hall. It wasn't just a missed opportunity. It was a collapse. In that moment, Leavitt seemed to embody everything her critics accused the GOP of becoming: defensive, evasive, and willing to twist itself into knots to avoid saying the one thing that might crack the Trump illusion for a party desperate to prove it has a future beyond its indicted kingmaker. The optics couldn't have been worse. What made it all the more striking was how calculated Crockett's confrontation seemed. She didn't raise her voice or launch into a rant. Instead, she calmly laid out the facts and asked for accountability. Her tone was sharp but measured, more prosecutor than partisan. And it worked. The pressure was too much. The fallout was immediate. Liberal commentators mocked Leavitt's exit as a Trump escape act. Conservatives were split. Some rushed to her defense, claiming she was ambushed by a hostile press. Others privately admitted it was a terrible look. "You can't run from this stuff anymore," one Republican strategist tweeted. "If you want to lead, you've got to answer." But this isn't just about Karoline Leavitt. It's about what her reaction represents. The Republican Party is at a crossroads. On one path, full-throated loyalty to Trump, legal baggage and all. On the other, a new generation of conservatives, trying to redefine the party while dodging the wreckage he leaves behind. Leavitt, once seen as a fresh face with MAGA credentials and media savvy, is now caught in the middle and the Crockett moment. Exposed to the cost of trying to have it both ways, the confrontation didn't come out of nowhere. Crockett has built a reputation as a straight shooter, unafraid to call out what she sees as political theater, a former civil rights attorney who's earned praise from progressives for bringing a legal lens to political discourse, often turning hearings into cross-examinations. In Leavitt, she found a perfect foil, a polished GOP operative still sticking to Trump-era scripts, even as the narrative around him unravels. But while Crockett's performance won praise, Leavitt's vanishing act became the story. News cycles thrive on drama, and here was a tailor-made headline: Trump alley runs from questions after being challenged on convictions. Add to that the video clips of Leavitt walking briskly away from the press, avoiding eye contact. Meanwhile, is rapidly gaining momentum as a breakout voice for Democrats. In a time when voters are cynical about Congress, she's offering something rare: sharp, substantive confrontation that cuts through partisan noise. Her legal background gives her an edge. And moments like this one add to her growing reputation as a fearless truth. And like and subscribe.